Well, the situation in the Ukraine took a turn for the worse this weekend.
With that and more, we go to UATV's Jeff Martin, who is live in studio with more. Jeff.
Over the weekend, a shooting broke out at a border post near the city of Slavyansk between pro-Russian and pro-Ukrainian forces. However, accounts of the incident vary widely depending on who your source is. Pro-Russian forces are claiming they were attacked by Right Sector, a Ukrainian ultranationalist group, while Ukraine's Security Service, or SBU, is describing the incident as a staged ambush by Russian forces. Once again, differing stories are deepening tensions in a crisis with no visible end in sight. Meanwhile, the death from the South Korean ferry disaster has reached 87, with 215 people still missing and presumed dead after a ferry capsized off the coast of Jeondo, South Korea. While many families are still waiting for survivors, most rescue personnel are saying that efforts have now moved from a rescue to a recovery mission. South Korea's President Park Geun-hye has called the actions of the ferry captain that led up to the wreck tantamount to murder.
The actions of the captain and some of the crew members are absolutely unacceptable, unforgivable actions that are akin to murder.
Criminal charges have been filed against the captain and senior members of the crew, and it is expected that this investigation will take some time to complete. Now, getting a little closer to home, a 16-year-old boy stowed away in a Hawaiian Airlines flight from San Jose to Kalahuli, Hawaii by hiding in the front wheel well. Officials believe that he survived the 5-hour trip by slipping into a state of hibernation due to a lack of oxygen and sub-zero temperatures. Grounds crew at Kalahuli Airport discovered him wandering around the tarmac dazed and confused. However, the biggest question is how the teenager managed to get inside the airport perimeter. According to airport officials, it was possible to scale the fence and then get inside.
Possible to scale an airport perimeter fence line, especially under cover of darkness, and remain undetected, and it appears that this is what this teenager did.
The investigation's focus is now on reuniting that teen with his family. In other news, American Meb Keflezighi won the Boston Marathon with an official time of 2:08:37. He is the first American to win the race since 1983, a drought of 31 years. For most racers, though, it wasn't about winning, but taking back the streets after last year's attacks on the finish line killed 3 and wounded more than 200. More than 36,000 runners crossed that finish line, many of them unable to finish last year due to the attacks. To many, it wasn't just about running, it was just about being here.
It was important to come back this year and to be part of reclaiming the streets and part of reclaiming the city.
To many, the memories of that awful day are still strong, but hopefully after today they will begin to fade. Back to you at the desk.
All right, thank you, Jeff, for that report.